What is up, everybody? It's Cody with Blood Money MMA Bets, and I'm back with another full card breakdown. This is for Dana White Contender Series Week 5. And it's not the greatest fight card for a Dana White Contender Series. I don't think that there's like a ton of good UFC talent in this fight card, but it's going to have some decent fights. It's going to have some fun fights that we can win some money off of. But before we get into that, everybody smash that like button for me. Leave a comment if you can to help the algorithm, and subscribe if you haven't. Also, if you like Underdog Fantasy, if you like fantasy, MMA fantasy, or any sport fantasy, check out Underdog Fantasy. Link is in my description. And that's where you can do fantasy over-unders on strikes landed, takedowns, finishes, all different kinds of stuff. And if you use my sign-up code Blood Money, you'll get a bonus dollars deposit up to $250 bonus dollars match. So check that out. It's super fun. It's just another fun way to bet on MMA. And then if you want, check me out on Twitter. That's where I post all my bets and extra content and a bunch of extra stuff. Just my thoughts on fights that I might not break down here and different stuff like that. So check me out on Twitter. All the links are in the description. Let's get right into this Dana White Contender Series card. It's a pretty decent card, like I said, but it doesn't have really no fighters that I believe are going to be great in the UFC. But it's still going to have some good fights on it. So first fight is Corin Lafrene versus Nicole Kari. Corin is 8-4. She's from Canada. She's currently sitting at -125, 35 years old, 5'5", with a 64-inch reach. And Nicole is 7-2, currently sitting at +100, 27 years old, 5'3", with the 62-inch reach. So Corin is one of these Canadian girls, man. She's got kind of stiff snipe. They all kind of have the same fighting style. They got kind of stiff striking that isn't that great, but they got decent clinch, decent takedowns, and pretty good jiu-jitsu. She's fought some really tough girls already in her career. She's fought Jamie Lynn Horth. She's fought Manon Farrow, just the girls that are already in the UFC and doing pretty decent in it. But she's got some decent wins. These newer wins are over super low-level girls over in the UAE, man. The UAE, United Emirates, whatever, they have some terrible fights and terrible fighters on there. But yeah, this girl that she beat that was 7-0 was 39 years old. And just kind of like a fraud, wasn't really all that good. But like I said, Corin, she's got good takedowns. She's fought some really tough girls. She's got good jiu-jitsu, and she's a finisher, man. She's got good arm bars, good triangles, all that. Nicole, she's a pretty good fighter too. She's got good striking. She's got powerful leg kicks, pretty decent punches. But man, she likes to get into grappling exchanges too. Her loss that I went back and watched over Kay Hansen seemed like she would have had the striking advantage there, but she just kept, even when she would get taken down and get up, she would take Hansen down and then get reversed, and it just didn't work out well for her. But she's fought some decent girls. Well, Kay Hansen, really, because all the rest of them are terrible. She fought that same 39-year-old that was undefeated. What the fuck, typology? She fought the same 39-year-old that was 7-0 and is now 8-4 when she actually fought some real competition. So very low-level girls that she's fought, and she's looked decent in doing it. In this fight, I'm going to say that Nicole is going to have better striking when it's standing, but I see this fight being in the clinch and playing out on the ground a ton. I like Corin's size. She's going to be 2 inches taller with 2 inches of reach, and that size helps in grappling. So give me Corin, and I'm going to say by decision or third round finish. Maybe she just wears on Nicole and gets her out of there in the third round. Next fight is in the men's bantamweight division. We got Atar Tanzalov versus Josias Mussa. Atar is 9-0, currently sitting at -260, 26 years old, 5'11", reach not available. And Josias is 7-0, 25 years old, 5'8", with the 70-inch reach. Atar, he's from Georgia. I think he fights out of like Germany or something though, like that now. But he's pretty well-rounded fighter. He's got good kickboxing. He's got some good spinning kicks. He's got good hands. He's constantly moving and backing up. He's never really coming forward. I don't really like that about him, but he's got pretty good counter striking. When he sits down and lets combinations go, he's got really good hands, but a lot of it's just backing up and taking pot shots and moving around. Like I said, I've seen him get grappled down. I've seen him do some grappling, so it seems to even out, but he really wants to strike more. He's fought some low-level guys too in his career, you know, a bunch of 0-0s, and then 2-3, 3-2. This last dude was pretty good, but this guy just tried to kill Kakamatillo or whatever the fuck, Kikamatillo. He just tried to grapple him the whole time. Then he ran out of energy, and then he was able to out grapple him. Atar was. His opponent, Josias, man, I went and watched tape on him, and he's fought some low-level guys too. But man, he's got some serious power. He's a big, thick kid for bantamweight. And he's throwing heat. He's finished all of his opponents all by KO. He's got a flying knee KO. But like I said, you got to see you know, some of the people that he's fighting out of the Philippines and just lower level guys, and none of them are really trying to take him down. But he's I've seen him get on top 2 over this dude right here, I believe it was. Wait, one of these dudes that was actually pretty decent, and he was able to get that dude out of there. This dude right here. That guy's actually went on to get another 2 wins since then. He's fought low level guys, but he was able to dispatch him pretty easily. This is a tough fight to call. But I'm actually going to go with the underdog, man. I'm going to go with Josias, because Atar, I've seen him slow down in 2 different fights. I've seen him slow down against this Diniz guy from Brazil that was terrible, and all he did was slow down from backing up. And I think that he's going to be able to land some good strikes, but I think Josias hits harder, man. I really do. And I think that he can land the bigger shots and push up pace on Atar and get him out of there. I think he could even finish him in that 3rd round. So give me Josias. You know, not much confidence, but give me Josias as an underdog. The next fight is in the men's 185-pound division. We got Usari Belagaru versus Tigga. Dude, I had these names. They're good. Tigga Iwasa. Oh my God, Iwasakai. Jesus, man, it's terrible. Usari versus Tigga. That's what we're gonna go with. Usari 7-3. Currently sitting -500, 32 years old, 6'5" with the 79-inch reach. And Tigga is 9-1, 27 years old, 6'1", reach unavailable. And Usari, man, he's a kickboxer. He's got good kickboxing background. He trains with Alex Pereira. I think that's why he keeps getting these fights in the Contender Series. But he's got pretty good kickboxing, pretty good boxing, front kicks, leg kicks. He's super tall, 6'5", a lot of push kicks and front kicks to the body. And then he's got good step in knees in the clinch. But like overall as a fighter, I'm not that impressed with him. He's a big dude with good kickboxing, but he's not even all that dangerous. He has crazy back and forth fights with low level guys. Like even his loss to this Muhammad Asali, man, all these names, they're going to kill me. I don't care. This was a terrible fight. This guy's not good at all. And he went back and forth and lost the decision. And they're just going back and forth, grappling, terrible striking. Then his other wins are over low level guys like Ahmad Sami, who he literally is going kind of life and death with. Like they're close fights. Like that dude's winning the 2nd round and it's coming down to the 3rd round, like stuff like that. So he got beat up by Tulio. He's been out wrestled. He's lost splits and fights to terrible people. Like I said, good kickboxer, and that's about it. But he's not even one of them dangerous kickboxers that's just going to come out here and knock your head off. Like, I don't know. I don't know why he's even back on the Contender Series, to be honest. Tigga, man, this dude, he's a meat and potatoes Japanese fighter. Like he's got decent kickboxing, powerful leg kicks, decent boxing. He wants to clinch you. He's got a strong clinch up against the cage where he's throwing tons of volume, just little knees, little punches, little kicks, and then he's constantly trying to grapple you to the ground. If he gets you on the ground, he's heavy on top with some good ground and pound. He's got really good cardio. He just pushes a crazy pace and tries to wear on as the fight goes. He's fought low-level guys too. He's only got 1 win over a guy with a winning record, and that was his last fight where the guy was 7-6, but otherwise 1-4, 0-0. He's beating him down like he's supposed to. This is another weird fight, man. I mean, I guess I'm going to take Usari because he has the better striking on the feet, but man, he's terrible. He's really not a good fighter, and this is going to play out close, and the line does not make sense to me. So if I was betting, I would bet Tigga. That's just what I'll say. I'll pick Yerzy, but man, I just don't think he's all that good of a fighter. Next fight is in the men's 155-pound division. We got Cody Steele versus Quamel Otani. Cody Steele is 6-0, currently sitting at -230, 29 years old, 5'9", reach unavailable. Quamel is 12-3, currently sitting at +170, 31 years old, 6 foot, reach unavailable. But he's a big, tall dude, man. I mean, he's got a win over Alex Pereira at 185, and now he's come down to lightweight. But Cody Steele, man, he's a big, thick kid at 155. He's like a tank. Pure muscle, as you can see there. He's got decent kickboxing. He's got good forward pressure. It's not really the best striking, but he can eat a good shot, and then he'll throw with power, man. And he's constantly coming forward. Then he's got excellent grappling. If you look back here, he came from the grappling background. He's got like 40 jiu-jitsu matches. So he's got really good grappling. He's got strong wrestling, good grappling, good ground and pound, but it's not like when he just gets guys to the ground, he can just go sub them. It's weird. I mean, he's fought like Nico Echeverry, Alejandro Martinez, man. He gets these guys to the ground and he's not submitting them. He's just basically holding them down for a little bit. They get up and then they go back to striking. And like I said, his striking is kind of slow and stiff, but it's powerful, and he's constantly coming forward. He can eat the shots that you give him, and then when he's not liking what's going on in the striking, he can push a crazy grappling pace, and he can push that pace for all 3 rounds. Kumel Otani, man, he's got good kickboxing. He's got good striking in both hands, good leg kicks, good front kicks. He's got good forward pressure in the fights that I was watching him, like Jose Diaz, man. He's just walking him down, hitting him with big shots, basically made him quit by the 3rd round. And he's got pretty decent cardio. Like I said, in the fight with Alex Pereira, he took a beating in that. Like, it wasn't like he just came out there and was able to land the takedowns and beat Alex Pereira. He had to take a beating in that 2nd round, and he was getting beat up in the 1st round. In the 2nd round, he ate like 6 of them big hooks that Alex Pereira had to offer, and he just didn't go out. By the 3rd round, Alex Pereira was tired and gassed, and he got finished. But that was 8 years ago. Since then, he's had some decent fights with some decent people. He's looked good over the last couple years for sure. But like a big kickboxing dude with good offensive and defensive grappling, pretty good jiu-jitsu, and decent cardio. The only thing that I didn't like was his fight here with Wilker Lemos, because this dude just took him down and grappled him and beat him the whole time. But, you know, that dude's a pretty big middleweight, and this is down at 155. So I think that's going to make a huge difference here. I'm going to take me another underdog here. I'm going to take Kumel Otani. I'm going to say that he's able to stop the wrestling and the grappling of Cody Steele, and then able to just win the striking match, man. Because I've seen Cody Steele, he was losing to Nico Echeverry until he landed that knee right up the middle that put him out. So, yeah, man, give me Otani in a dogfight of just having the better striking, man, and just being way bigger. I think that's going to help in the grappling too. He's 6 foot versus 5'9", and he's been fighting for a long time. I think he's able to stop most of the grappling and win the striking exchanges. Next fights in the men's 205-pound division, we got Navajo Stirling versus Philip Latu. Navajo Stirling fighting out of Auckland, New Zealand, out of City Kickboxing. He's 4-0. He's currently sitting at -260. 26 years old, 6'4" with the 82-inch reach. Philip Latu is 6'1", 33 years old, 6'3" with the 79-inch reach. So you see they're both big, tall, long kickboxers. Philip Latu likes to kickbox. Navajo has kickboxing. Navajo has freaking serious weapons, man. He has power in both hands. When he sits down, he can let go an 8-punch combination with serious power coming from both of the hands. Excellent leg kicks, power leg kicks. He has good front kicks, push kicks from a distance because he's just a big, tall, long dude. I like that he has a good clinch. I like his stepping knees. I like his clinch knees. And just his overall kicking game and punching game. I mean, he usually, if you get a really good kickboxer, they're either better at punching or kicking. But when you get the dude that's really good at both of them, that's when they're really dangerous. And then Philip Latu, like I said, he's got kickboxing experience too. He's got really good hands, and he's awkward. He's got weird movement, and he comes in and he throws his punches from awkward angles, but with serious power. He's got some crazy spinning wheel kicks. He's got some powerful leg kicks. He can go back and forth. But like when I'm watching him fight, different fights like with Dylan Potter, even though he did get the finish in that fight, you know, they were going back and forth with each other in the first round, and Dylan Potter's really not that good. But you see, man, he's finished all 6 of his wins, and he's been choked out 1 time. But I expect this to be an excellent striking match where it stays on the feet the whole time, and these dudes are just throwing big shots. And I'm going to take Navajo Stirling in that. I like his kicking game. Philip Latu has good hands, which Navajo has good hands too, but I think Navajo's front kicks and like T kicks, different leg kicks, all the different stuff that he's going to be throwing to keep Latu off him. And then when he comes in with the hands, he can land the bigger shots. So I think this is going to be a really good kickboxing match, but give me Navajo Stirling to get this win. I picked a couple dogs this week, but last week, man, a couple of the dogs hit that didn't seem like they were going to hit. But sometimes it's hard to find tape on some of these guys and get a good picture of who they are, even like that Dubin girl. And then when they come in, man, they show that they got some serious power or serious skills that we just didn't know about. But I appreciate everybody checking this out. I'll be dropping my UFC 306 breakdown tomorrow on Tuesday. So I hope everybody enjoyed this. I hope everybody gets some money. See you guys later.